That's Troy Dixon. And the number 32, that belongs to Michael Keener out of Douglasville, Georgia. He's up there in the second row. Luther Jenkins is in row number 4. So it ought to be interesting. Luther Jenkins, if I'm not mistaken, is this his first full year of racing at Dixie Speedway? He has raced go-karts and all kinds of stuff, and also had the great fortune of having Luther Carter as a grandfather. So I'll tell you what, but you know what? Michael Keener has drove the wheels off that race car this year, and we're looking forward to a great race. 15 laps, 20 minutes. Let's go racing. Heading down on the backside. Michael Keener jumps up into that second spot as the 119 car of Tom Cleghorn out of Canton, Georgia. Keep yelling at black number 3. He is down at the bottom end of the racetrack. That's where he loves to be. Keener is up on that high side, boys and girls. He's going for broke as he does a slingshot down the bottom end of the racetrack to try to get around Cleghorn. Luther Jenkins in that 8th position, down on the backside. Cleghorn, he is your leader. As Troy Dixon, the 06 car, he has problems with his machine. I don't know exactly what it is, but looks like the car is back up to speed as our limited late models now making their way into the staging lane. Luther Jenkins has crawled up into the 6th spot. This is for all the marbles. Who's going to be crowned the 2005 track champion here at Dixie Speedway in our Super Bomber feature. The number 20 car coming on like gangbusters. That belongs to Chris Sizemore, Keith Morton, Ren Gibby, and the number 34 car out of Douglasville. Then we go with Luther Jenkins in that number 6 position. Hey, we got 5 laps on the board. And here comes that number 3 car of Luther Jenkins down on the backside. Trying to make his way up through the field is Ren Gibby in that number 34 car out of Douglasville. Michael Keener out of Douglasville, Georgia, hanging on to that 2nd spot. And here comes Luther Jenkins. Luther Jenkins moving up in the top 5 on our Coca-Cola scoreboard. Joey Kendall way off pace in the number 77 car. He goes down to the bottom end of the racetrack. And I'll tell you, Michael Keener, that number 25, he loves that hot side. He loves that high side. Luther Jenkins, on the other hand, man, he loves the bottom end of that racetrack. But here we go, caution flag coming out, 9 laps on the board. We got 6 more to go. Caution, well, green flag coming out for Tom Cleghorn as he heads down into turn number 1. Michael Keener gone up alongside, down on the backside. The bright yellow car down on the bottom. Michael Keener going for it all. They're wheel to wheel, hub to hub, doorpost to doorpost. They're racing for that championship, and there goes Keener down on the backside, but here comes Cleghorn right back on it. Tom Cleghorn, Michael Keener, Keith Morton, everybody battling it out. Keith Morton's got a 2-point lead over Luther Jenkins, and they are going wheel to wheel, hub to hub, and doorpost to doorpost. Down on the backside, 11 laps complete. We are coming up on 3 laps to go as Michael Keener coming off turn number 4. He is 3 laps away from their 2005 track championship here at Dixie Speedway in our Super Bomber division. And I don't know if he is, I'll tell you what, we got great racing around this racetrack. Track owner Mickey Swim has put something underneath him tonight that whatever they put on this racetrack, it's going to take it here tonight here at Dixie Speedway. As Michael Keener jumping out to about a 3-car length lead over Tom Cleghorn as the white flag comes down for Michael Keener. He is 1 lap away from the 2005 track championship for Michael Keener out of Douglasville, Georgia. He's halfway home. Luther Jenkins going to come off turn number 2, and he'll take that 4th spot. The 2005 belonging to the loudmouth racing car of Michael Keener out of Douglasville, Georgia for the 2005 track championship. Georgia, a lot of people. There he is, yo! Let him hear from you.
Well, Johnny, I'll tell you what, I'm mighty happy. Douglasville's Michael Keener, and we're going to try to get him to turn around with that big old bright orange uniform, get him to come over here, get some congratulation hugs from his wife and everybody. And we're going to let him stand just a minute or so over there, but we'll get Michael Keener over here in just a minute. Come on, Mike. John, you know one thing about it, Michael Keener won't be shy on coming on this side of the car. No ifs, ands, or buts. Michael, congratulations, buddy.
I tell you what, buddy, that was some hard work. I tell you what, my old gut been in the knot all week. You know, I got to thank the 119. He drove me clean. I was waiting on him to push up a little bit in the corners, but he kept it on the bottom, drove me clean, and I got to thank Luther Jenkins. I'm telling you, that little fella has drove his tail off in the last month, and he almost run me down. Matter of fact, he did run me down. We was tied Saturday night after this race. But thank all you fans, Peace State Auto. Oh, Lordy mercy, I'm out of breath, folks. Imagine that. Dixon, Holland, and Graydon, CNS Auto, Dadburn Precision Blasting, and that new sponsor I got on the hood up there, Matt Bishop Engines, which ain't no new sponsor. Want to thank him for all the motors. And I got my little buddy up there, MS Concrete. Johnny Clark, I ain't got to talk in a long time. I got to make up for it. And listen here, this race here, and this year here, goes my little buddy in the top grandstand right up there. About 3rd row to the left, it says reserved. Leon Dixon, in memory of him right there. People want to know how come I changed my number. That was Leon's number right there. We took that baby to checker flag tonight. Woo!
Hey, Johnny, it's WCW, NWO, and Dixie Speedway, home of the champions, Michael Keener. Hey, buddy, what a way to cap off the final night. I know you kind of, you talked about wearing this number 32 on it for 5 weeks for a tribute, and I tell you what a way to cap it off, right, Mike?
That's right, and also, the last one I had, I couldn't talk. That was the week my dad got diagnosed with cancer, and they gave him 2 months to live. But I got to tell you, folks, if you got faith in the good Lord, they don't nobody know how long you got to live. That man gonna live to be 2 years, 20 years, 20 over. I hope he outlives me.
Well, I tell you what, Mike. Listen, we'll be praying for your mom as well as your dad. And, hey, congratulations. Race fans, how about it? Super Bomber feature winner, driver of the number 32, a real introvert right here, Michael Keener. Hey, give him a great round of applause, all right? Let him know you appreciate the job he did. Mike, again, congratulations.
Appreciate it. Thank you, Dixie Speedway.
Race fans, we'll have him up there.
1 lap away from the 2005 track championship for Michael Keener out of Douglasville, Georgia. He's halfway home. Luther Jenkins going to come off turn number 2, and he'll take that 4th spot. The 2005 belonging to the loudmouth racing car of Michael Keener out of Douglasville, Georgia.